right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to T-Stone Approved.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. We are doing something a little bit different. We're at this really cool spot. We always drive through it and we never actually stop. But our trip for this one is we're heading back to Moab. It's Drew's birthday. He wanted to go ride mini bikes in Moab, so that's exactly what we're doing. But now we actually stopped at Goulding's. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Goulding's.
Mike Goulding.
Mike Goulding's.
Which was a female.
Which was a female, and her husband, Harry. We're stopping at this really cool spot. As you guys can see, it is awesome. We're gonna go head back through Monument Valley right there. But this place was a spot where they filmed some of the locations. You got to see John Wayne's cabin while he was here, a stagecoach. Now they got hotels and this amazing view. So this is how we're kicking it off. We'll be back heading into Moab once again, riding mini bikes.
Second time this year.
Second time this year.
It's only mid-March.
And it's only mid-March. Be right back. Now, before Monument Valley became the face of the American West, it was just a remote trading post, and the tiny cabin that is right in front of me helped make John Wayne a legend. Even today, filmmakers still come here because there's nothing else in the world that looks like this. Now, this place didn't just preserve history, it helped create the image of the Wild West that we all recognize today. All right, so this trading post dates back to 1920 when Harry and Mike Goulding built a tiny outpost in the middle of Monument Valley. Now, back then, local Navajo families would come here to trade rugs, jewelry, wool, and sheep for groceries, fabric, coffee, and supplies. Now, during the Great Depression, Harry Goulding took photos of Monument Valley all the way to Hollywood and convinced director John Ford to film here. Now, that decision helped turn Monument Valley into the most famous Western backdrop in the world. And as you guys can see, there are tons of different movies throughout the decades that have been filmed here. One of my favorite ones, of course, is going to be Back to the Future 3, which if you haven't seen that movie, definitely check that out. It's one of my favorites. Now, as we walk upstairs inside of the museum, you're actually walking through the Goulding's original living quarters. Now, the rooms have also been restored to look like the way they did in the late 1940s and early 1950s, complete with many of the family's real belongings. This is a sweet kitchen. Look at that view out there. Look at that view out there. All right, good morning. We are back. It is a beautiful day. We are in downtown Moab. We needed to get some fuel or supplies or whatever you would call it before we go out on our amazing mini bike trail. So we're hitting up Doughbird right now. One of my most favorite spots. They've got homemade donuts, coffee, Nashville chicken. I don't know if this is something that you definitely need before you hit the trail, but I absolutely love this spot. So I always try to make a little special trip every time we are in Moab. Last time we were here though, it was closed, unfortunately. So we're making it back. But this is it. This is Doughbird. Really awesome spot. Drew's already in there, getting my donuts.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Our dinner.
Really cute spot. Treat yourself.
Ready?
Oh,
they squished the strawberries too. Your strawberries
Yeah.
are squished.
Yeah. Only a little.
We should have just got 6 square donuts.
All right, Lane. Oh. Oh.
Knuckle, dude.
What do you recommend these donuts? 10 out of 10? What's your recommendation?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? Babe,
What?
what do you recommend them to be?
They're always 10 out of 10.
Cassie?
12 out of 10.
Ryan?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Still going strong. Sorry about that, Anna. He did it again. So we're ready to go. Let's do this. I'm excited.
Yeah?
It's my first time on 2 wheels in Moab. I have the wrong shoes. We're not feeling the greatest. I forgot all my snacks, but it's still gonna be a good day.
What happened down here?
So we're right here. Okay, we're right here on this practice loop.
Because we're practicing.
We're practicing. This is fins and things, but it's one-way directional. But it's fun. It's a lot of great things, and I'm super excited for the simple fact that I have a very hard time learning how to downshift when I go up a hill. But this makes me feel like a superstar because I'm just translating my wheeling experience to 2 wheels now, and I'm staying out of second gear up hills. I mean, hills, not heels.
Heel.
But look at this view.
It's all about the RPM.
In the famous words of Lane Rose, look at this view. There it is.
Look at that canyon.
I've completed the practice loop. The idea that we were going to try to do health events was kind of a big idea. So we tried to do the Slickrock bike trail and do the main trail, and that was a big undertaking too. But the practice loop, stellar, would recommend doing this again. Probably gonna put a decal over there soon. I don't know where they are. I thought they, oh! I knew I did it. Which one am I gonna get? Ah, we'll put that Keystone Light one on there. I'm gonna put it right here. Keystone approved.
Later that day.
On the move to our next adventure. We are at the same spot that if you guys had seen, was that part 1 or part 2?
I believe it was part 2.
Part 2 of the honeymoon series. Either way, I'll put it right here for you guys. We came to this cool creek, and then at the end of the creek, there's a swimming hole. We're thinking about jumping it back in it, or wait, let me rephrase that. Jumping in it for the first time. Drew wants some redemption.
I've jumped in it a bunch. I just didn't jump in it in that video. So.
And either way, I won't be jumping again because I got a tattoo that is being removed.
Oh yeah, that's why. Sure.
A tattoo that's being removed, and I don't want it to get infected.
And a crippling fear of heights.
And a crippling fear of heights. Here's the view again. Beautiful. All right, so we've moved on. We are going to this awesome swimming hole. It's a little bit of a hike through. You kind of got to go through the water. Let's see what the best way is. I think it's this way. I'm gonna walk in the water. Let's see if I can do this without falling. Let's move over here, move over here. Really awesome. Super cool little crossing. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I've done it. So the first time we were here, we didn't even notice these. I think Drew and I were just so hot. We weren't sure what was going on, but how awesome is this? We're almost there. We're making it through. There's the jump up top, the waterfalls, hanging out down here. Such a cool spot. So if you guys are here, I'll put down below in the comments where this location is. Okay, no, I won't. Never mind. Drew says I won't.
Find it yourself.
Find it yourself, he says. I don't have a kid, but if I did, this is the best reason to have a child. Oh, whoa! Thank you, sir. You're the best. You're the best dam builder I've ever seen. All right, we're heading out. Not sure if I did this outro, but here we are once again doing it. If you guys know anything about potato salad, there is potato salad, some waterfalls. Lane, are you helping me do this outro for the day?
What?
Are you gonna help me do this outro for the day? Say, hey guys, it's T-Stone approved and we're out for the day.
What she said.
Yeah, what I said. Here we go. All right, so it is our last day in Moab and the weather is beautiful, but I do want to say a big shout out to Robert from Area BFE. We didn't have a garage or any place to really kind of store some of the bikes and the toys that we brought this week, but he let us come here. We stored them over here. Now, if you've never heard of Area BFE, this is such a cool spot to do some cool wheeling at. Now, they've also got some tours and some side-by-sides and even buggies. This buggy back here, you can rent. They take you out on tours. You've got side-by-sides like we were talking about, 2-seaters, 4-seaters. Such a cool spot. This is it right here. Obviously, you can see the Jeep that is right here. But yeah, Area BFE, number is 435-355-1237. This is something that you would see, obviously, some Ultra 4 drivers, some people who come out here to wheel with the buggies. Love it. All of them are stacked here, different styles, different things going on. Really cool interior. Obviously, safety first, you get a helmet. But yeah, this is Louie. Hi, Louie. And then you kind of walk in here. Cool things. There's Drew. Come in. Really awesome merch that if you need one over here, we've got some lights, cups, more lights, shirts, hats, men, women, kids, flags, tents, coolers, winches. Awesome. And like we were talking about, this is going to be some of the cool tours that you can do. Find it right all here. QR code if you want that to get some more information. This one, I highly suggest doing the custom rock buggy tour that we were talking about. So once again, love it. Shout out. Louie, what do you think? That's it? Okay. Louie. Oh, goodness gracious. Where's he going? Hi, Louie. Can you?
10 minutes later.
All right, so change of plans. Not heading out of Moab early. We're gonna celebrate Drew's birthday a little differently. Where are you going? Happy birthday.
I'm going to the car.
We're going to the car. We're gonna take this out. It's been a minute since I've been in a side-by-side and, you know, letting Drew drive. So we're gonna see, he also just said the same. But we're gonna see what we can get into. Happy birthday, babe.
Thank you.
Woo! All right, so fun facts with Drew. What's over here?
Dinosaur track.
Dinosaur tracks. Where's it at? This is it?
Yeah. Somebody stole the original.
Oh, that's rude. I thought it was right in here. I thought it was a real one.
That's what it looked like.
That's cool.
Yeah, local dude stole it too. Sick of people coming and looking at it.
Huh. Boo.
That's the second local we've not that big a dickhead.
So we made it to the scenic overlook, one of the best spots. I mean, actually, Moab has a ton of great spots to check out, but there it is, the Colorado River. Oh, it looks really green and blue today.
That's cool.
Super quiet, super scenic. One day, we're gonna go take our kayak and our paddleboard and go right through there.
I'm gonna take an inner tube.
You gonna take an inner tube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty tame river.
It is a tame river, but
This section of it is tame, I should say.
beautiful. All right, so we finally made it to Hell's Gate. I've actually never done this before in anything, seen it plenty of times. I think maybe one day I'll end up doing it. What do you think?
Yeah, you got it. It's real easy.
It is? Are you gonna do it in this?
No.
No. We don't own this. We don't wanna owe Robert
I don't feel like
this
paying,
Kawasaki.
I don't feel like paying for Kawasaki parts. And I don't have the talent to do it buttery smooth enough in somebody else's unit. I've done it myself a few times in my own stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like breaking somebody else's stuff. So
I don't feel like breaking anybody else's stuff either, so we're gonna get out of here. We are just gonna go spectate this. Saw that maybe I could put a decal there, which I'll probably end up doing. But Hell's Gate's right down there.
Several song-filled hours later.
All right, so the sun is finally setting. We are just getting back. There's Drew, getting ready to unload the bikes. Awesome, awesome, awesome time in Moab. We were able to kind of check out downtown. Drew was able to go to Area BFE to do the hard enduro areas.
big fan, got a t-shirt.
Big fan, got a t-shirt. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we rode the mini bikes over through the Slickrock bike trail. A little bit of, tried to do, I guess, Hell's Revenge, not really, but either way. But then we did some redemption the next day. Once again, shout out to Robert from Area BFE for letting us borrow one of the side-by-sides and go to do that on Drew's actual birthday. So, anything else you want to say before we head out?
No, good times, good people.
Good times, good people. This is your last chance. Thank you guys once again for always liking, subscribing, sharing, letting us know if you like it or not. But you guys are the best. So until next time, we'll see you then.